24 Hours is podcasting from the PEG. 94th Grey Cup, Sunday, November 19th, 2006. Montreal Alouettes versus the BC Lions. 24HRS.ca.
Ryan Shue, Montreal Alouettes.
So, Brian, talk about coming back to the Grey Cup last year. Didn't make it in Vancouver, lost in double overtime. What's it like to have a second chance less than a year after?
You know, anytime you have an opportunity to fight for the Grey Cup again, it's a chance you can't let slip away. Hopefully what we did was we learned from the mistakes we made in the Grey Cup last year, and, don't let it happen again. And, I think the guys are ready.
Talk about the new ball this year. Of course, it's key to you. You're the first player to touch the ball in every play. Well, what about the new ball, and especially
I don't really see a problem with the ball. Some quarterbacks complain about it, but for me personally, I just snap the ball back and just let it go. So I'm not the one to sweep with the ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, talk about conditions, though. Here in Winnipeg, it's cold. It might get colder.
The colder it is, the better for us. I think it's an advantage for the bigger guys. We seem to like it a lot more, and the feel of it is Grey Cup. When it's cold, that's when the Grey Cup really starts and the playoffs are there.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm Jesse Palmer with Montreal Alouettes.
So our female readers will be wanting to find out, are you still a bachelor?
Not married, but not single.
Mm-hmm. Well, talk about your first trip to a Grey Cup.
It's actually, it's my first trip as a player. It's my fourth time coming. I've been 3 times as a fan, and it's been terrific. It's really, I think it's unique to get an opportunity to kind of see the festivities throughout the week. As a player, I think as a fan, you always wonder what goes on because there's so much camaraderie here. It's a very, very proud week for many Canadians to come together, and a big part is part of our heritage. So it's very exciting to be here as a player and get a chance to kind of go through a lot of that.
I guess a lot of people might be wondering about your future with the team, especially with your father involved in the Ottawa situation.
Well, I don't know. Right now I'm here in Montreal, and that's kind of what I'm focused on.
Hi, I'm Matt Philly. I'm Montreal Alouettes.
So when I talk about coming back to the Grey Cup this year, having a second chance after, not even after a full year since the one in BC Place last year, talk about that.
I mean, it was disappointing. I thought we had an opportunity defensively to, we scored in the first overtime. We scored a touchdown. I thought defensively we get that shot. We had them too. We had them at 36, and they throw a corner route to Mookie, and he makes the play. So that's been the problem, I think, in a few of the Grey Cups. We've been on the short end of the stick as far as when the opportunities present themselves to make the play, we haven't made it. So a key for us is when there's a big play to be made, we've got to be on the right end of the stick.
And talk about playing the Lions, especially Dave Dickenson. He'll be trying to get away from you this time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the more pressure we can get with just rushing for down linemen, the better off we'll be on the back end. They're skilled guys. They're the best in the league. They got 4 or 5 receivers there and a running back and a quarterback that can throw the ball that can beat you on any day. So if we can keep more guys in the back end and just rush forward, we're going to have a better chance at winning Sunday.
They really did have a chance. They really did beat up the Lions. Didn't beat them, but beat them physically in the games. However, last week their offensive line showed much improvement.
Yeah, I mean they're good. They're good, and I think we're good as well. So that's going to be the game within the game. I think you look at the battles. It's going to be who's winning up front for both teams. I always, be it selfish or not, I always feel that the offensive and defensive lines of both teams, whoever can dictate the play up front physically is going to win the game. We always say, we're the first line of defense. We're the ones that enter the bar and set the tone.
So you're the keeper of the cup. So how many Grey Cup games have you been to with the most important trophy in Canadian football?
This is actually going to be my 3rd game.
Mm-hmm. So talk about the challenges of keeping the cup 24 hours a day, making sure it's kept safely and no one does anything crazy with it.
It's actually not that bad. It's basically mingling out with the fans, attend a lot of league events as well as festival events. So it's just more so almost just a company and keeping a company and answering questions for any of the fans that have anything they want to know about it.
So what are the vital stats? The weight and the height.
It's about 14 pounds and looks to be about 2.5, almost 3 feet, 1 meter tall. And of course, it is 97 years old, and that's the top portion of it. And we've got roughly 3,000 names on it, and 93 teams that have won.
Mm-hmm. And so it'll be either going far west to BC or far east to Montreal after Sunday.
Exactly. It's fitting we're here in Winnipeg, right in the center, so we can go either way, nice and easy.
Mm-hmm. Great. Thanks very much.
Anytime.
Ryan Thelwall, wide receiver, BC Lions.
So Ryan, talk about this Grey Cup here in Winnipeg. It's a bit cold outside. What are your plans to stay warm during the game?
You know what? I just plan on once you get out on the field and you start running around, everything's gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm. Any secrets to keep your hands on the ball? Any special gloves? Any stick-em?
Well, I got little things like we got winter gloves and just a couple things you can do. But once it comes down to it, once you get, like I said, once you're out there and you start running around, it's fine. Even our first practices, the first few minutes out there is cold, but then once you get into it, you're fine.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the team this time versus the one in 2004, and how different it is, how much better prepared it is for this task.
Well, I think in 2004, we were just that was the first time for a lot of guys making it to the Grey Cup, and I think a lot of the guys were just happy to be there. Whereas this year, we're happy to be here, but our goal is to win the Grey Cup, and we're just more focused, a tighter group of guys, and you know what? Guys just more driven.
G-Roy stole a lot of the headlines during the regular season, but he certainly showed his value last week by attracting all the attention away from yourself and Paris Jackson.
Well, when you got to see a player like G-Roy, he's going to get double teamed every once in a while, and triple team. He's pretty much faced it all year. So, that just leaves opportunities for like Jason, myself, and Paris, the rest of the guys to step up. And we have a feeling that we're going to have some chances this Sunday. So we're going to take advantage of it.
Let's talk about the lack of the curfew and what that means to you. I guess it's a test of self-discipline.
Yeah, it is. I think Wally wants the guys to actually go out and enjoy the Grey Cup. When in 2004 we had under a pretty tight schedule, and we didn't really get a chance to go out and see what we're playing for. Enjoy it and enjoy the atmosphere. And Wally said he's not going to worry about it. He's going to treat us like men. And I think the guys have done a pretty good job of when it's time to come to work, come to practice, and being focused. They've done a good job of doing that.
Any interesting place you found in Winnipeg to go to spend time? Any cafes or any sites you recommend?
Well, I've just been kind of taking it easy. I've been to the Earls a couple of times, but that's about it. Other than that, it's too cold outside, so I'll just spend time in the hotel room.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. All right, best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you.